Hey everyone, this is Gannicus. Yesterday I had a game and I went against the Rock Titan, a Masters Malphite OTP, and this game was very interesting, but unfortunately I was not recording, so I decided to make a VOD review instead, because to me that was a very interesting game, not just because I went against like a OTP, or my fault, a pretty good Malphite played there, but because also this game went there were many good things about this game. It was a game we won, and I think it's very important to make VOD reviews. I think most people make VOD reviews when they're losing, and that's not a bad thing because clearly when you're losing, you can see what you done wrong, not your teammates, but what could I have done different that I could prevent that loss, or maybe I would flip the game, maybe I would win the game or turn the game around. But it's also important to make VOD reviews on games you win to know what you could have done to win better, to win faster, more efficiently. And in particular this one, because the game was closer than I thought. We had like some good team fights, we lost some team fights. They had a fat hack ring, they had a fat talon, we had a fat bot lane. Lissandra played well, Viego was a little bit felt like he was just prioritized farming, it seemed like. So at first here there's nothing really going on. Maybe I'm gonna skip up a little bit just to go to like a laning phase. um they buffed Malphite in one of the recent patch, so I'm really not sure what to expect. But I haven't really went against a Malphite in a long time, so you can see like missed all my minions there. That was pretty bad of me. Um, but I know like I know I used to win this lane a lot, but I think it's been months since I last lane against Malphite. So I went there, got a drag through, but I didn't commit because he had like the bone plating and it absorbs a lot of damage. So I think it was the right thing to do, but so here I'm walking up because I was getting level 2 first, so I pushed and I got the 3 attacks. But then here I made a mistake to try keep trading with him, and that was really bad because I was getting attacked by all those 3 minions while he was not getting attacked by those minions. So I ended up losing that trade because he also turned level 2, and somehow it looks like the thunderclap or whatever that Malphite has now, it does a lot of damage. And I make the same mistakes here. I'm trading with him using my regular Q, and I shouldn't be doing that. I should always be walk around here, placing the blade, and trade and walk off. And I kept doing that, and as you can see, I'm actually losing the trade. But the thing is, at least I'm pressuring his mana, and Malphite has a little bit of a problem with mana. So I land a good taunt there and go for the. But then now this time I immediately walks out because I know. And now I know that he kind of hits a little bit too hard for me. And the wave start pushing, and I think my goal here is to crash the wave and then probably back or roam. I think I end up roaming and or recalling actually. So we look at bot lane real quick. I'm sorry, I should have probably looked at that. And or Varus got first blood, so that was really good. And he got the first blood in a manner that the Hackering actually gave up on ganking, and the Vieg was also there to counter gank in case they need. And they gank mid here, but I think she escapes because she's Lissandra. She has like she can just teleport their over ability and disengage. I don't even know the names of the Lissandra ability. It's kind of funny. I think I never played this champion before. And here is where I did the mistake. So let's go back a little bit. What happens here? So where my oops, where's so you can see I backed, but here is where I think I made a mistake because I had prio, right? I had a little bit of prio, the wave is slow pushing, and I'm still healthy. It means I can still farm a little bit longer, right? Because right now I didn't even make that much gold. He has a little bit more CS, because I wasn't CSing that great. But then, like, I'm still healthy to keep farming, and Listen is getting ganked here, which means that Scuttle is gonna be contested. Could be contested next. I could have roamed. I could have used the time that I spent like walk around here to roam mid and maybe counter gank or contest that Scuttle before the Malphite gets here. But I decided to recall because I think it was not bad. It was not bad. I can come back with a Ruby Crystal, but I was healthy. Maybe I should have stayed because looks like they're looking to get a fight, and if Malphite rotates, I won't be there. Like you see, like Viego is looking to contest, and Talon turns into Lissandra Glad he didn't get the kill, so that was great. But then we see now they collapse on Viego, and Malphite is also coming. So maybe if I rotated, the Talon would never try to kill Lissandra, and then we could safely contest that crab together. And that would give a little bit of vision to our team, and also a little bit extra golden experience for Viego. So I think that was a macro mistake of me. I think I was too healthy. I could have stayed, but it was not bad. I recall. I think I pinged then, so I came back to lane and immediately tried to trade him because I think Shen is a little bit stronger than Malphite a little bit early. So that's completely fine. I think for a while now, there's nothing really is gonna happen in the game for the next 3 minutes, which is kind of interesting. So he's trying to crash. I'm trying to see if I can freeze. I think I could have freeze that a little bit better because the wave was right here. So this is a wave mistake. I could have prevented that wave from fully crash because this is a Malphite. You know, like I tried to I tried to interrupt here, but I failed. So I could have keep it from crash, but it's okay, I guess. But it sucks because I think the wave is gonna end up like pushing anyway. And I need to get better. This is one of the things that I still need to get better at freezing at my own tower. You know, preventing a wave from crashing. I think I let my enemies push me to wave too often. So let's just go speed up a little bit. So I end up like just I think pushing since the wave was bouncing back anyway. But I'm just slow pushing, just trying last hit instead. Now we see that there's a lot of action on bot, and I already have ultimate. I already have ultimate, but I did not ult. I didn't. The reason why I did not take a ult was because they didn't fully commit, and also because Malphite is really right under my turret. So I think if I took that ultimate earlier, they weren't fully committed, and also Malphite maybe could get a plate or something. So I don't think it would be like good to miss the ultimate, and also a lot of experience. It's still a little bit early in the game, I think. So I think it would be better to like delay that ultimate. But I'm constantly looking a bot lane right now, just looking. But at the same time, I'm like corner here, you know. And the other thing is he just turned level 6, so if I look for a ultimate now, I need to walk back. I need to like push this or wait this minutes to die and walk back, because if I try to take a ultimate right now, he might try to ult to interrupt me, even if he dies to tower damage, because that's what I usually do, because this looks like it might turn into a full scale fight, and so there's a lot of gold involved in that fight, you know. So you see that I'm walking back here, and the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm looking to get an ultimate, and I ult on the Varus, and I think it was a good ultimate. I think what I make so immediately as I start ulting, the Hackering ulted away and the went away, and the Talon also ulted away, because they're like, oh, Shen is coming, we're not gonna win this, because their Lucian was essentially already out of the fight, and the Nami was a little bit far, so we would win this really hard. So maybe I could have delayed. I don't know. Maybe I could have delayed the fight a little bit more, because I have a cannon wave here, so I could afford. So no, maybe I think maybe I could have waited a little bit longer to take the ultimate, because Hacker never ulted offensively. He ulted to disengage, and so did the Talon. So they never really fully committed there. But I started ulting. So usually it's not bad that I ulted earlier, I think. But I think in this case they were like healthy enough that I could have waited, because my ultimate pretty much spooked them away. And I tried to do something crazy here. I tried to do like a flash taunt blindly into the into the Talon to interrupt her, but unfortunately I failed. So this was a bad ultimate. It's still a cannon wave, so it's gonna take a while to clear those minions, but I think I'm gonna lose a lot of it. I'm not gonna catch the end of the wave. So essentially I gave a full wave, and I was already like CSing a little bit, not too much behind, but as you can see here, he's 250 gold ahead, like basically 250 gold ahead, and I'm missing I miss a little bit of experience. I'm gonna miss another plate, so it's gonna miss some more minions. So this is something to keep in mind whenever you're ulting. You have to think about it as a transaction. If you're ulting when the enemy is right at your tower, you're gonna lose plates. It's gonna make gold. Right now he's like 500 gold ahead of me, and I missed a lot of gold, a lot of experience as well, because he got some free farm and he got a couple plates. And in the case of Malphite, I don't care that much because I don't think Malphite can care that hard. But if it was a Fiora or a Set or something, that could have been a really, really, really bad ultimate. And I probably wouldn't take it unless it was like I had just killed her, the waves completely shoved, and and also like it was a really good time to ult. I wouldn't lose much, or even like with 40 minutes, like I said. So here I just look for trades because it's a small fight. I think I'm still strong. Can still trade even if he has like a couple, a little bit of extra stats on me. I have Bam Cinder. He only have boots. I don't think boots will do that much against Shen. Um, so it looks like nothing much is gonna happen for a little bit of time. Let's speed up a little bit. My ultimate is on a minute cooldown, so that's quite a bit of time. We're just trading. Like you said, I'm playing a little bit passive, and the reason why, I don't know how strong those buffs on Malphite is. Haven't played against, and he's a good Malphite. He played like really well too, and honestly, I'm surprised how much damage Malphite's doing. So I prevented the crash, but I think my mistake here is, but I could have phrased a little bit better. But my ultimate is almost on cooldown in like 40 seconds, so I think I'm already trying to prepare the wave, which is also good. And Malphite rotated mid, so I pinged. So whenever like you're farming, you have to like always ping your teammates. And she still got caught by it, and the reason why she got caught is because she wasn't really listening to my ping, and that's really not on me. Like, but at least she escaped alive. Like, like it was okay. The fact that she escaped alive, it was great. So I have my ultimate in 20 seconds. I crashed the wave and trying to proxy because I thought him all fight back and he did, but he walked straight from mid back top. So I can't win this. Like, yeah, I don't have enough HP. I just tank a bunch of minion them. So I'm just gonna like, he's gonna lose some of those minions if he keeps chasing me. So it's fine. I think now I'm gonna probably look into a recall, because we might have to fight for that Drake, and I want to be at my healthiest. So here is not bad. I still don't have I still didn't have ultimate, but now I just recalled, and I was looking at bot this whole time, and my ultimate just barely got back, and I was looking. It was back here, but they won this really hard. They didn't really need me. They played it really well. My ultimate's back, and I'm recalling, but I'm watching if I need to ult sooner. But now I'm recalling, and I see Hackering come, and I finish recalling, and I'm looking what's happening. Varus is in trouble, right? If the Hackering folks the Varus is probably dead. Hackering has Ionian Boots of Lucidity, a couple long swords, and he probably wins that, even though Varus is a little bit strong. So this was a really good ultimate. We were aware of what's going on. We immediately ult on our Varus, and we saved him, and he got a triple kill there. He still got the karma. That's crazy, because Hackering is like a AoE monster, like, and that ultimate, I'm gonna like lose some more minions, another plate, but in this case, it's totally fine. We ulted our carry that's stomping the game. I think he already had, he didn't have a shutdown when I saved him. I guess he got the shutdown after, but it was still okay, because this guy, we got another gold for this guy, and I think at this point right now, I think it's safe to say that Varus is our win con this game. And for the rest of the game, I think I made the decision to play around this guy, and that's what I'm gonna do. And Malphite is really putting a lot of work, and you can see like how much I'm behind. Like right now, I'm like 800 gold behind, guys. Like, he's leading a lot of CS. He got like 1,000 gold, dude, because he took 4 plates. But I think it was still worth, because like I said, he's a Malphite. He's not gonna be able to carry true items with items unless he gets like Giga Fed, like, or something like that. But I think it was completely fine to take that ultimate. But like I said, if it was a Fiora, it was a Set, I don't know, any other thing that could take the tower faster and also carry harder in team fights through damage or something. Like at theirs, I don't know. I think then would have been really maybe bad to have those ultimates, but it's fine. So he has like ages now and Kindle Gen, so he's a lot stronger. I'm roaming because I pushed the wave, so I'm checking out what if there's something mid, but looks like everything's fine. So I'm just like walking around here. I think I'm wasting a lot of tempo here. Like I walked there, I just checked, but I saw that nothing was gonna happen, so I just came back to the Fen Tower, and it's fine. So it prevents the wave from crashing because we don't want to lose this tower. My ultimate is back in 40 seconds, so maybe I have to start preparing. And here something funny happens. I'm pinging the Malphite. The Malphite is here, right? And we have like no vision at all in the hackering. So I know the hackering is probably around top side at the moment, and I don't want to fight because of that. Because if you look at the items right now, Malphite is a lot stronger than me. Viego has Bork, but Malphite is really tanky. He has like combat ultimate, and hackering has combat ultimate AoE, both AoE, a lot of CC, and I think Bork, and he's not even fully healthy here. So in that case, I think if we had take a risky fight here and hackering shows up, because the Malphite wouldn't be like taking that risk here unless he's getting back up, right? Like he gotta have the help from somebody like maybe support or maybe hackering is around because he wouldn't be taking like bold here, and just like gank me please, like so it's kind of obvious. I think that like in the fact that he's walking to us, I think that tells us the hacker is around, but Viego doesn't listen, and I decide to stay with him. So I say like, okay, maybe he has Bork, maybe we can fight. So they both ulted on him and he's pretty much dead, and Talon also roamed first. I think I ended up escaping, so that was good. But I think it would have been better if the Viego listened. Maybe I should not even like walk. I think maybe if I walked up there, it gave him more, I would say, I know, courage to keep doing it. Like I baited him more because maybe if I just ignore ping and stayed in lane, maybe he's like, okay, this Shen doesn't want to fight, whatever. He would maybe be mad, but maybe he wouldn't try to fight the Malphite there. But it's fine. But now I have my ultimate, and as you can see, I'm pushing this lane because I'm looking our bot lane right now. And I know that something is about to happen here because Varus is low HP. So, and I know that Hackering just ulted, just fight top. So that means that he's bot side right now. He's probably pathing bot side to clear his scamps. So the Varus might need like some help soon. So I'm just like pushing the wave, preparing the wave, set up the wave because if possible, I don't want to lose the tower when I ult away. But it looks like our bot lane is recalling, so I'm gonna not need to ult anyway. So that's good. And I think nothing happens here. And I still I'm interrupting his back and keep the wave, pushing the wave in case I have to ult. Bot lane is safely recalled, so that's good. And then I start recalling as well because right now I have 1200 gold. I can get Aegis, I think. I think I come back with Aegis. Start building. Yeah, I bought Aegis, so now I'm a little bit tankier. I have a little bit extra cooldown reduction. Both important things. Like I see Lissandra there. There's some action maybe there, but I don't really care much about our Lissandra. I care about our Varus. He has a 400 gold shutdown. I want to keep this guy alive, so I'm constantly looking what Varus is doing here, and and I keep watching this. And what's gonna happen here? Like looks like Talon is rotating. There may be some action here. I'm still looking. I don't want to make an aggressive ultimate. I don't want to bait them into a fight. So I'm just, just looking. Do I need to ult this? So they're ganking mid. I think she's pretty much dead. But I don't take this ultimate. I don't care. Because odds are we don't even win that. He already has mana immune. Talon has Prowler's Claw. And Lissandra has Luden's Tempest. But I don't think we win this. We also don't know where Malphite is. So Malphite could be rotated mid right now. Or he could have been bought. And there's, I think saving the shutdown there is more important. So I decided not to ult her and let her die there. Maybe I would save her because she was like almost safe to tower range. But I think saving the Varus 450 gold shutdown on Varus is the safest play there. So they gank. And we saw Malphite, he was hovering over river, but because they ganked mid, he backed off because he wouldn't be able to get anything. So I'm still like just pushing and getting ready to ultimate in case I need. Start pushing the wave, and then Hackering comes to match me, which is a good thing because that means we're gonna have prior a dragon. Viego's rotating to dragon, so that's a good thing that for us. I think that Hackering comes because I won't be able to take this tower anyway, and so he goes for Rift here because he probably knows. He knows because of that vision, and probably he knows because Viego's missing. And here I start looking because I think there's a fight that's gonna happen here. And then immediately start ulting on Varus. And here the funny thing happened. I ulted on the Varus, and I immediately taunted through Malphite and, if possible, Talon to stop the Malphite from ulting or Varus. I don't know here if what Varus is doing is trolling or not. Because he's going under tower range and this minion is gonna die, he's gonna take tower damage, and he's going to kill this Nemi. But there's a lot of going on there. I think if he walks this way, he's probably dead anyway, because there's a lot of things going on. There's like, we don't have Lissandra, we don't have Viego, Karma is low HP, we have just me, and they, so that means that they kinda outnumber us in that fight, I think. So I think maybe what he did here is fine. So he tried to walk around. I couldn't save, so I kind of tried to group around and try to focus on the Lucian here. But unfortunately, the Varus dies there. But I don't think there was not much I could done. I think they were just a little bit too deep. They had to walk around. Like I said, I don't know if he had a better chance to win this fight if he stayed instead of like try to walk around. But kind of lose, we lose Varus, but the fight was okay. We still like the Lissandra rotates, and we still get Lucian, we get Malphite, and I think I walk around here. I think I decided to walk around to try to push the wave, but I really didn't need. What's happening? Let's see. Let's just speed up a little bit, and then we get Nemi as well, and I think we get Nemi and the tower. She tries to ult, but I taunt. We get the kill, and I think we also end up getting the Talon as well. So it turns out that whole fight was not bad. That I ulted the Varus. We lost the shutdown Varus, but we only lost Karma and Varus, and unfortunately Varus was a shutdown. But we got Nemi, we got Lucian, we got Malphite, and we got Talon. And Talon had also a 400 gold shutdown. So basically, we made gold on this fight. So me ulting Varus there was a good thing. And we also took tower. So I think we take tower here. So we also take an objective. So I think this ultimate was good. Even though we couldn't save our shutdown, the outcome I think was great. Like, as you can see right now, I even caught up in gold to Malphite, because I got a lot of gold on that fight. So that was a great thing there. Varus is still ahead of Lucian by a lot, so he's still the guy I want to ult. Like, Lissandra has like a little bit of 150 gold shutdown, but I still don't really care much for her. This 150 gold shutdown is not that much anyways. My ultimate, I'm pathing bot, but my ultimate is gonna be up soon in like 15 seconds. And I'm keeping an eye on this guy. Like, I'm walking where I want. I basically like click to go to lane, auto path, and just looking what's going on the other side of the map, on my teammates to look for an ultimate. And they're bot lane, they're AD. So I think we're pinging. I failed to ping, but we know that they are here and they could gank Lissandra. It's taking last seed. I think there's about to happen a fight. I'm just pushing on the other side of the objective. It's completely fine. I can see really the timers. It doesn't show the timers in here. There's probably a way to do it. I don't know. But anyways, so I ulted there. So let's look like what happened here again. So I was looking at mid here, and my teammates are grouping mid. But I see that Lissandra is gonna make an engage. So I decided to ult here to see if we can get a pick. And I think this one was more of aggressive ultimate. and I think we get Lucian because of that. So that was a good thing. We kill Lucian, and I think we get Nami too. So this was a good ultimate. It was aggressive ultimate. We got 2 picks, and I think we're gonna try to look into get this tower. And here we're waiting for that, but Hackering and Malphite were sitting here in this bush, and they're probably trying to look into ultimate on their tower, because then they have the tower help that they would like wombo combos. Lissandra went to I think this is where Lissandra made a mistake, is she went to prox this wave, and because she procs this wave she can't really like join rapidly to the fight. So I immediately taunted to stop them from attacking the Varus, but that's just too much for me to peel him, because then the Talon came and they killed or Varus. So I think the Lissandra had to stay with us, but here there was not much I think I could done, because I think if I don't taunt, then immediately like they wombo combo the Varus anyway. So I think the Varus was dead either way. I think we only had a better chance if the Lissandra was with our sticking with our Varus there, because then she can CC Talon once Talon comes in. So I was pretty much dead there. I think earlier, like, I tried to kill Malphite here, but look what's interesting. Malphite bought Radiant Virtue and he just ulted, so he's still healing. So I don't have damage to kill him. I was taking tower shots, so I give up on killing him and try to run away. And then now Hacker is run, but now Malphite it doesn't have his buff anymore, and I'm basically dead here. But I still have flash, so I decided to like at least try to savage the situation. I flash taunt and at least kill the Malphite here to make some go, because I was pretty much dead there anyway. So if I can take one of me, I delay their tempo. Like Baron is about to be up, so if I can take one there with me, my teammates are gonna be up. At least it's gonna be like even in the map, like a 4v4, and they probably can go for Baron there, because I think if I die, they can try to force a Baron there. So that's the reason why I played aggressive there. So I think it was a good thing. My ultimate are gonna be up in 10 seconds. I think my ultimate I can't click myself, but I think it's almost back up. Pretty sure. But anyways, nothing happening. Like my ultimate is up, so I'm just like keep an eye on. We're probably gonna group up and prepare to fight for that dragon. So Lysandra goes in and she gets a pick, and I ulted her aggressively there. And the reason why I ulted her aggressively is because we had vision on Malphite, but we didn't have vision before I ulted. I want to see. Before she went in, okay, so we had vision on Nemi, and we only had vision on Nemi when I started getting ready to ult. And we also had vision on Talon, but up until that moment we didn't see Malphite coming top, and we also have no idea where Lucian and Hackering are. So the odds are, if she gets into that fight, there's a chance that Hackering and Lucian were around here, and they could like immediately start the fight and go on the Karma or. So I thought that was a good ultimate to take, because we like it was more proactively, but turns out they weren't even there. But I mean, we still got a pick. I think you can probably still get this dragon because of that. Now I'm gonna group with Varus, and I think we're afraid that they're checking on Baron, but I'm not sure. So we decided to. So she went aggressively on. So Lysandra made a play there, and we couldn't even get them. So they also rotate there, and now they were there before we were there. And I think this is where we made a mistake. It's not even Viego mistake. Was because we pushed it so hard. We should have just like shoved the wave and then back. I don't think we could have went for that tower, honestly, because they had their wombo combo ready. Viego was not in the fight, and also Lissandra didn't have ultimate there. I didn't have ultimate. We couldn't really save anyone there from their wombo combo. So I think it was a bad mistake. But at least it was group. I think it was the right call to group. But I think we should just push the wave and just get prior on dragon and get the dragon, because that dragon was basically free for us, I think, if we have done that. But I'm not sure. Well, I guess the tower is so low HP that it kind of baited us. So we die here, and right now they get dragon. A lot of things don't won't happen right now. So gonna speed up a little bit. I think we're checking Baron. I'm like top. I should probably be like Baron side right now, but since the Sundra is already at bottom, it's fine. But she has TP, so she can join a fight. Uh, she can join a fight promptly if we're gonna contest Baron. But I think I prefer to be top bottom because I really don't really trust much when my teammates have TP because because a lot of the times they start TPing when the fight already starts and it's just not they have to be there first, you know, before. And let's see what happens here. So I group mid because the waves are already pushed, so I just want to group with my teammates, and now I went back to bottom because my teammates are recalling. I'm just gonna keep pushing on the opposite side of the objective, so I think this is not a bad thing to do. Maybe it's already getting like it's already mid game. It's starting to the end game, so group is gonna be more and more important. So I see Malphite there, and I have ultimate, and I back off because if I have to ult, I don't want to be interrupted by Malphite. So that's why I back off a little bit. I'm not scared of Malphite. I could also get ganked because we're missing some vision here, and that's the reason why I decided to like back up a little bit. Um, Sorry, that's probably a really terrible VOD. I'm looking a lot of the map when I'm talking. Anyways, like I'm watching and I shove the wave again, and also I back. Look at I'm not even close to the Malphite because we have no vision on this jungle here on the side of the map, and we don't want to get ganked, and also we don't want to be interrupted if we need to ult. So Malphite is pushing, and look like how I'm running away from it, and I'm watching what's going on here, and I'm walking like all the way back because right now, and this is an interesting thing because Malphite knows what I'm doing, and he realizes like I will not be able to interrupt this Shen ultimate. So what I'm gonna do instead is TP to the fight because I know Shen is about to join the fight because that fight is because Hecarim went in, right? And then so he started TP, and now I see it or Varus got attacked, so I immediately ulted there and taunted through the to the Hecarim, and we killed Hecarim. Like Hecarim was trolled a little bit, he was a little bit overextended, and we had my ultimate, so we won the fight really hard. I think we kept going there. I think we just 4v5 then, and we probably should win this. At this point, we bought a redemption as well. Redemption did a lot. Like actually, let's rewatch the fight because I think redemption did a lot on that fight. Yeah, I just redemption. I think I just redemption, and I just ulted. So this was so good. I think that redemption hit like everybody there. That was like a huge healing for them. 700 healing, and then we also have our Radiant Virtue. Radiant Virtue healed a lot, so everybody's healthy there. Like the Hecarim alone did so much damage to my whole team, but we mitigate a lot of that damage with healing here. And I think we have Prio could force Baron. I think, I think Malphite still has R because he couldn't get to us when Hecarim engaged. So we should probably watch that. And I'm trying to body block there, so if they target me, not the whole team. But I know that Malphite is walk around, so I immediately taunt the Malphite to see if I can stop him from ulting to us. And now we got the objective, so I'm like just spam pinging because Hecarim is back up, and if he joins the fight, we lose, and or Baron would be like pretty much like wasted. So at that point, I'm like, just recall, guys. There's no reason to take a fight, and I think it's really nice that they listen and they reset. Normally, like if we're health, okay, we can push, we can like capitalize with the Baron buff as much as we can, but also Drake is about to be up, so we know that there's another team fight that's gonna happen, and it's better to go back, spend the gold. We have redemption, and I even come back with Sunfire here. And here's the thing, I know like I'm probably gonna get some hate from saying that. I know that a lot of like Shen mains and higher elo Shen, they not that they hate build Sunfire Age, but they seldom complete Sunfire because they prioritize like some better armor item, like they go like something Warden's Mail or like Frozen Heart or it's more like team oriented or random Zoman. But the reason why I get some fire aids is I think it gives decent armor. And the other thing is when it's only Bam Cinder, it gives 300 HP. So when you close the item, it gets 500 HP with the complete item. So that's a 200 HP increase. But then we also have Radiant Virtue, and when you close an item Radiant Virtue, you get another 100 HP. So just from closing some fire, you get 300 HP. 300 HP is so much on Shen, because remember, Shen ability scales really well from HP. Your key bear, so your sustain better, your E damage, and your ultimate shield always scales from HP. And in this case, we have an extra item that scale for HP. Or Radiant Virtue heals more if you have better HP. So I think finishing some fire here, in my opinion, is a little bit better than if I went to like random. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna tank a little bit more, but I think we get that tankiness back in HP, but then also healing more and also doing a little bit more damage. I don't know. I think in this case, I really prefer completing some fire, but it's okay. I think it's comes to playstyle. I really think in this case I get a lot more stats value than trying to build an extra armor right in there. But it's on me. I mean, it's just my playstyle. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's why I'm this elo, but that's what it makes sense to me, and it's completely fine. So we have like a big fight going on here, and here it's what I don't like. Or Lissandra, she went on. She got a pick on Nami there, and Nami was out of position, and she got a pick. But I don't like that she burned her ultimate just for the Nami. And I think this was kind of because now we don't have ultimate, and now Malphite ults on or Varus, and I try to redemption, and I make a huge mistake here. I ulted the Karma because I panic. I saw oh my god, Karma is low HP. Karma is dead, right? And I ulted the Karma, and she died anyway without even being able to do an ability. But I think it was a bad mistake. I should always ulted over because Varus or care. He's 3 items. This guy. If I can buy this guy another 2 seconds alive, he might be able to kill somebody. You know, like look at him. He's being like if I ulted him here instead, look at his HP. If I had ulted him instead, like he would have like HP that big here, you know. So he probably could have killed that Talon there, and maybe could have even perhaps turned the fight. Maybe we still lose the fight, but I think it was a mistake ult to the Karma, and that's something I need to learn because I clearly panicked that ultimate there, and I should probably just chill and watch better and just ult on the Varus there. I think it was a mistake, but mistakes happens, and that's why I'm doing this VOD review, so I know, okay, I shouldn't ult to the Karma, I should focus on my carrier there instead. Because I ulted the Karma, she was just CC to death, she couldn't even land an ability even with my ultimate there. So it was like completely wasted ultimate. And it's just my fault, so perhaps the way this fight went was part because of I think Lissandra burned everything on Nami, but also because I burned everything on her Karma. And maybe you could have won if I had at least focused the Varus. Or maybe the fight wouldn't have been so bad. Maybe we still lose, but it would take Talon and maybe somebody else with us. So that was kind of bad, and they flipped the game here. They're ahead in gold. They're 51 points. They're almost 2k gold ahead from this fight. But this is kind of pretty bad for us. But I think Orvar is still a lot stronger when you look at the gold, so he's still our carry. Malphite is slightly ahead now than me, but it doesn't really matter. And Hacker is huge. He's like more than an item ahead. And here a big fight is going on, and here Malphite missed the ultimate, and that's okay. So here, look at this. That ultimate was so good. Like I think even if Malphite hits Varus, I think Varus don't die there because I was right there to peel. I taunted Malphite, and here what happens? I ult mid fight. And I throw a redemption. Look at how much he's gonna heal on the Varus, and I start ulting. My shield eats all the Talon damage away. We kill the Talon, and now look at it. We're just healing. And then I flash taunt on the Nemi to get a pick. I think Lissandra goes in. We're gonna get Malphite here as well. Viego and Hacker is having their separate fight. We kill Malphite and we can just push and probably go for an inhibitor from here. So I think this ultimate is a good ultimate. It's what could have been on the last fight if I had ulted or carry instead. Because it was so good, like that Varus was like so tanky because of the shield, the healing, the redemption, the radiant virtue. And that's what I should have done on that previous team fight. I don't know if it would have went the same way, but that's what I should have done. And when I did that, the Varus was basically mortal there. He like the Talons is probably extremely like frustrated for not being able to kill Varus there. So nothing really happens for a while. So I'm just gonna skip through it a bit. So now we have we open their mid. We're right now it looks like I'm just grouping. I'm not even like there's no point anymore in split pushing too much, like because if we win a team fight, it's already 31 minutes in the game. We win a team fight, win the game. Like I don't get that much value of my teammates split pushing anymore because I'm a Shen. I didn't build Hydra, I didn't Hull Breaker or anything like that. So I don't even do that much damage to towers right now. So I think it's just a loss of tempo wasted if I try to split push right now. Lissandra's still going, but let's see, she has like better wave clearing than me, so it's fine. So just right now, just see clearing up vision because Baron's gonna be up. We saw Hackering bot side, so we have Prio here. So right now we flipped the game. We're like 1,900 gold at, not even that much at. So this could still go either way. It all depends on how we keep the Varus alive. But now he has GA, so I think we have everything to win this fight. As long as we play around this guy, we win the game. And I think so. Lissandra push the wave, she's rotating. The Varus gets, I mean, the Malphite gets a little overextended. The Viego went in here. And because the Viego went in, and then he went out. And here, like, the Malphite ulted. And look at me, I ulted again. And I throw redemption on our Varus. And I just trying to peel this guy. And my teammates are, and the Lissandra goes on backline and she kills everybody. I think Viego gets a reset before he dies, and we win the team fight. Because we peeled again. Let's watch this again. Yes, look at this. Look at this. They're all going for the Varus. Look at this. This is the Varus. Look at they ulted the Varus, Hackering went in, and this is when I ulted. So I'm just like trying to peel for this guy. Boom. We're just healing. We're just like peeling for it. Like like Hackering cannot kill our Varus because of that, and that's so good. So Varus can just free fire, get the Hackering. The Sun gets a kill the back line, go for Malphite here, and I think we just go to end the game. We're gonna speed up a little bit. So right now they can't really stop us, so we just end the game here. So I think this was a really good game. Like look at the end of the game. Look at Redemption healed 3.2k, 3.3k, and did 1.3k damage. This item was so good in those team fights. Radiant Virtue healed for 4.3k on my team and 1.4k on myself. That was so good. Like even some fight 2k damage, it was not even bad at all. And it did a lot more healing than the enemy team's Radiant Virtue. So that means they probably did better ultimates than they did, I think. And also, I think it was really good. It was like a game that was close at some times. We made some mistakes, but we correct those mistakes during the fights, and I think that's why we win this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this VOD review. I'm gonna go on a trip, and I'll be back on Sunday, so no streaming or any YouTube videos anytime soon. So if you guys like the video, please drop a like, drop a comment, feedbacks. I'll reply as soon as I can. And I see you guys next time. And subscribe for the channel if you haven't yet. See ya.